Israel is often remembered for the holy places and for its great religious and historical importance. But this small country is also rich in other ways. Among them is a great scientific and technological progress. According to data from the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development in 2016, Israel invests 4.25% of the gross domestic product in research and development, taking first place in the ranking.
We're very poor, $1,500 per capita GDP. Fast forward 70 years, we're a wealthy country, $35,000 GDP per capita. We have no gold, no natural resources until recently. It's all through brain power. It's all through research that drove high-tech innovation, creativity, and 40% of our economic growth and half of our exports come from a dynamic high-tech sector. The whole high-tech sector employs only 8% of the labor force, but it generates half of our exports. So it's crucially important.
Arabs are a minority in Israel, and among these, Christians are a small part. Despite this, their contribution to Israeli technological development is growing.
Of all the software developers active in Israel, this is a big field, 3.5% are Arabs, Israeli Arabs. Less than 10 years ago, that was only 0.5%. So there's a flourishing of Arabs now in high tech. Nazareth is a center for flourishing high tech startups among Arabs. There are over 50 of them. There is a Nazareth business incubator where you can go if you have an idea.
An important contribution to this growing development is offered by Christian schools. 80% of young Arabs working in the field of high technology, according to statistics, have studied in Christian schools.
80% كانت هناك إحصائية تقول إنهم من خريجي المدارس المسيحية والكنسية.
The church renders an enormous service to all Arab society, not just to Christians. We can say that all Christian schools offer a curriculum for scientific and technological learning, which allows students to choose studies or professions in the fields of science and engineering, which form the basis for their future. In this school, we give priority to the integral formation of every person. The over 40 Christian schools in Israel welcome more than 33,000 students. In addition to specialized scientific and technological curricula, education offers values and ethics. We not only offer the opportunity to study at a high-quality level in scientific terms, we do not leave aside the spiritual, ethical, and human formation of students. We are convinced that values are important, and we educate students to become mature people with a holistic background in addition to scientific knowledge.
نرى أنه على كل إنسان أن يتمتع بها حتى يصبح إنسانا ناضجا متكاملا في المجتمع إلى جانب امتيازه العلمي.
The contribution of the Christian community in Israel in the high-tech sector, albeit small, is significant and can still grow.
When you're a minority, or among Christian Arabs, a minority in a minority, you face challenges and you have to try harder. And we Jews, until we got our own country, we were a minority in a minority, and we simply had to try harder and use our brains. And that, I think, is the origin of much of our creativity and innovation here in Israel, and I see this in the Israeli Arab community as well.